Hey guys, hope everyone's doing great today. Welcome back to West Coast Supercars and Classics. Today's episode, we're just doing the second episode follow-up on this beautiful Buick Skylark that M2 Graphix has just completed. Here it's just been done, actually just been rolled out. There's the signage there, M2 Graphix, Protex Paint Protection, Excalibur Auto Spa down here on Langford Parkway. You can get everything you need down here. So last time you saw this car, if you look at episode 1, you'll recall, well, not only were the interiors, doors and everything, door skins off, but it was just basically in primer. But it had been bondoed and primered about a year ago apparently. And you might recall that we had a look at this fender that Mike had just finished doing, but he hadn't put the two tones on here. So let's look and see what the finished product looks like. This is for a client who's got a barber shop apparently called the Four Crows. I'm not sure where it is, I gotta look it up. So anyway, if you know this barber shop, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so last time we had a look at it, we just had this is a sort of a satin black finish, which looks really nice. Now we've got this is a gold metallic second color here, and I just wanted you to have a good look at what a good wrap job looks like. It's actually very quick to do. Let's look at the interface between the two. There's a little bit of overlap there, I believe. It's quite a clean line. One of the things about these vinyl wraps is that they don't hide a whole lot of stuff that's any kind of flaw that's in the paint. So if there's a slight bump or something like that, that will show through the vinyl. It's not going to hide that. But you can see the top here, this looks really good. Looks really clean. That's a big old hood. So this just looks like a nice satin finish. I don't know if we can see the gold a little bit here. You probably can see the gold flecks a little bit in here. It's pretty nice. Can you see that now? I know I'm doing some extreme close-ups. Last time we were around this side, Katie was masking off these things here, if you recall. So now you see the wrap is on there. So they must have cut around all that stuff. Sometimes they can remove things off of the exterior of the car, sometimes they can't. Let's go around here. So nice and clean all that is. It's nice and clean. All that clean detail up here. Of course, the weather stripping on an older car is a little less even. It's not like a brand new car, so you're going to see that. Like there's little imperfections, but that's just because this is an old car from the 1960s. Now, if we go to our car, which is our Panamera here that Mike did, and you look at the edging here, it's absolutely spot on, right? Because it's a little bit newer car, so the edges are cleaner. Okay, going to the back of this car, he hasn't got the chrome for the rear windows, so that's not anything to do with this wrap. Let's just have a look and see what their graphic is. So you got the crow graphic that Mike did here. Well, the designer here is Mick Zerme, so Mick would have done the design for this, I suppose. And he probably did the signage because Mick does that, and then Mike does the application. Yeah, I just wanted to show you how the vinyl will pick up on some of these issues that are in the finish. You see, that is something that's in the actual finish of the car underneath that vinyl, so the vinyl is going to pick it up because it's going to hit that profile. Same thing over here, I noticed. Don't know how well you can see that. It's got a bit of acne back here, so that's just not properly finished underneath. The vinyl's just going to sit on top of that. You're going to see it. And that's important for me to show you this because it just demonstrates that you do have to do the same level of prep for vinyl that you would for paint. Okay, it has to be absolutely smooth and clean. The vinyl will pick up any profiles or any sort of texturing that's in the finish underneath, just like a paint would. So it doesn't Doesn't mean you can just slap this stuff on any old car and it's going to look great. That's just not how it goes. And Mike's really very particular about preparing the surface of the car as well. He does a lot of work just to strip the surface really clean so that that vinyl goes on properly. That's also another important part of the process, which is why you pay the pros to do it. Let's have a look at that roof line too. Roof line looks pretty good. I guess there's 2 vinyl pieces here, looks like, as opposed to 1 piece, I would say. Look around the front, that looks really nice. I don't know, guys, what do you think about the color combination? What do you think about the car? I know a lot of people like these. A lot of people like the newer cars. I do, but the old ones are really cool as well. I got one of those as well. Tell me what you think. What do you think of the vinyl look? Can you tell if it's paint or vinyl? To tell you the truth, a lot of people come up to this car and they say, oh, I thought that was a paint job. No, it isn't a paint job. It's actually a lot cheaper to do it this way with this Skylark, for example, and that is because all you have to do is prime it, get it really nicely primed, and you put the vinyl on. It's a fairly quick process, doesn't require all of the clear coat and all the rest of it and the sanding and so on after the fact, after you put your layers of paint on. So there's a lot less labor involved, I think, in general. So you can save yourself quite a bit if you want to change a color, or you're working on an older car like this and you want to do a restoration. This might give you some good ideas for how you could do it without actually resorting to a full, really expensive high-end paint job for your car. A lot of cars are really great, but their value isn't that high, so you may not want to spend $15,000 on a paint job on a car that's only worth $15,000, right? And I think this makes a good case for it. I don't know exactly what it cost. I can look into that, but if you want to check it out, you got to ask the M2 Graphix guys, and they can give you a quote on your car. They do all the designs as well, give you lots of ideas for it. Thanks for watching.